This is motocross. A sport that comes with great highs and tremendous lows.
Oh! Down goes Roxon!
From pain to greatness. This is motocross. Motocross has been in my family for generations. I mean, back in the day, my great-granddad raced. My great-great-granddad raced. Yeah, but mostly my great-uncle and my dad. My dad was a World Championship sidecar cross passenger, but also did a bit of the old solo stuff on the side. Yeah, just family, really. Off-season can be pretty chill. With the years I've been racing, it's never really been massively try-hard. We do like go on a run or two. We never really ride much in the winter because it's cold and I really struggle with cold hands and stuff while I'm riding. It's just money more than anything else. It's always been a big struggle for us. Because I mean, there's me and my little brother who used to ride as well. Last year was mania because we started like normal, went into the season. It was my first year racing in the adults class as a rookie. And we kind of came out and I did okay. The first rounds, this and that. The third round came around and my bike that I was meant to be riding broke. We had a massive crack in the swing arm. So I ended up using my dad's bike. My dad rode his spare bike and I ended up really picking up the pace on it. It was completely different to anything I've ridden before. It was a 4-stroke, I'm used to riding 2 strokes. So yeah, we kind of got used to that. And then by round 5 or 6 of a 12-round season, my dad had a really, really bad injury. He fractured his eye socket, ruptured his eyeball, nearly had a stroke. Went into hospital with a suspected stroke and was basically blind in his left eye. So wasn't able to drive anywhere. So for the first time since I started racing, in 8 years of racing, my dad wasn't able to come or take me. So I was manically trying to sort out and fund my entries and sort out ways to get there. So yeah, we sorted out, found multiple people to kind of take me and do this and that. Got my uncle to take me to one, got my granddad to take me to another, my step-granddad to take me to another one. And kind of just switched it up. I had a mate take me to the first one. Yeah, it can get really crazy, but it's a family sport for us. My dad, unlike a lot of racing dads, has always been, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Fine, as long as I'm having fun, which last year in particular I had immense amount of fun, so yeah. This year did not go to plan whatsoever. I really struggled this year after a really good year last year, just lack of training, and I had lots of personal stuff going on, so I was kind of mentally a bit drained. So we kind of took a bit of a step back this year. I'm hoping now I'm fully funding my own program, so I'm gonna get into good shape for next season. We're gonna kind of practice a bit and kind of go from there. The next few years, I want to be going up to some faster groups and doing some more nationals, and then hopefully I want to get to the expert class by probably about 2026. Kind of just get away from the slower, more novice groups that I've been in the last couple of years. So yeah, get some more race wins under my belt and then we'll see. We'll get some pace up and get in good shape. One thing that sticks out was 2016. It was my first year doing a full, like, start to finish race season, doing the whole year, going for the championship, this and that. And I remember the club that I race with is part of like a big family of clubs. And at the end of the year, for each class, they'll pick their 5 best riders and you'll go to this big thing called the Compass Cup, which is a team event where they take their 5 best riders from each class and you go club to club, head to head. There were 7 clubs. And I got picked for that year. And I was going in for it all year. And I was like, oh yeah, I really want it. And Dad was like, nah, you're on it 4th in the championship. I ended up dropping to 5th and ended up coming 6th. So we're kind of like, okay, we're gonna shrug it off. And then Nick Shaw, who since then has kind of been like a second dad to me around the sport. Like I don't speak to him loads, but when I need him, especially the team events, he's been awesome. I've ridden for guess now 3 times. And yeah, I mean, that moment, finding out that I was picked as a wild card was sick. 2019, I got picked because I was 4th in the championship. So it was like, oh, sick. I made it in on my own merit. I didn't get like lucky picked or whatever. They didn't pick me because I was the last one sitting about or whatever. And then on the first day, I mean, I was riding bikes that weekend, 16 years older than everyone else. And I ended up being the top guest rider in the first race in a Moto. And I ended up 2nd overall for that weekend. So yeah, that was awesome. And then winning my first race last year was sick, and the first podium and shit was just next level. It was, when I got my first podium last year, it was so unexpected because I'd done the first 2 rounds of the year and I'd been like 10th and 13th, and I was in a race in the last race on my 125 for a podium, and the bike broke down on the last lap with about 4 corners to go. So then we were like, okay, whatever, we'll shrug it off, go to the next one. Loaded up the bike for next weekend and we found the broken swing arm, broke my dad's bike, and yeah, I went 4th in the first race, 3rd in the second race, and then 4th in the last one. I got 2nd overall. Then, yeah, I got my new bike, which I have now, which is the green one. First race on it, first time even riding it. Struggled in the first couple of races, 6th and 5ths. And then the last race I kind of just clicked with it and ended up 2nd for 3rd overall. And then, yeah, the race after that, I was just flowing. I was flying, and yeah, ended up winning the first race of the weekend for the 2-day, and ended up coming 3rd overall that weekend, and then getting 3rd in the championship.
Yeah, pretty good.
Sick. This year was tough. In particular, I had a massive falling out with my dad at the start of the year, who obviously is a massive part of my program.
Yeah.
And I came out this year expecting to be like a proper contender for the championship, and I didn't break inside the top 10. I just wasn't riding well. Suspension was never right. I just wasn't going fast. I remember a tough point was, 2016 at a track called Iden. I was running 3rd in the championship at the time on my 85, and my bike seized, which dropped me down to 6th. And then I remember actually 2017, we were going to where we keep our bikes, going to pick all 3 of them up for the weekend, for a weekend's racing, me and my brother and my brother's other bike, because my brother was quite fast before. And we went to go pick them up, and our bikes had been nicked, which was a massive kick in the teeth, especially for them, because I was having a rough year anyway. I was kind of going through a rebellious teenage stage, so I spent most of the year grounded. So I was really excited for that weekend. It was a 2-day event, so I was really, really excited. But then we got offered some of our mates' old bikes to ride for the weekend, and then mine blew up in the first race that I was using. Yeah, that's
big knock.
I remember my first ever race actually. I've come over this jump in practice and I broke my little finger, but I like battered myself up immensely. But worst injury, I got 3rd-degree burns on my wrists in 2016. There's a video of that on YouTube. Because I went over this jump and my bike just broke over the jump, and I've knocked myself out on the blind side of a jump, and people have been jumping over me, but because of the way I landed, it kind of like jolted my spine. And when I've woken up, they've gone, who are you? I don't know. Where are you? I don't know. What hurts? Your back. Okay, in the ambulance, off to hospital you go. I mean, other than that, I've been quite lucky. My dad's had it way worse off doing what he does, but no, I've been really lucky with my injuries, to be honest. I've had a concussion, and yeah, a couple broken fingers.
Yeah.
graphics done, you two will have much bigger parts on my kit. Because obviously when I created the graphics, it was months and months ago.
Yeah.
So it was before either of you had like helped with either of my kits or graphics, etc. So next season, for 2024, what I'll do is I'll make both of you like major parts of the thing with yours on my, because your logo's so weird to use.
Yeah, it's like really weird.
I'll create like something that just says like Suffix Collective or something. I'm so surprised that this mud's coming off this easily because it's been on there for months with fucking sand.
Shit's baked on there.
Bro. Like Wild Tracks is known for having like thick clay sand. Oh mate, it's like a clay sand mixture, it's fuck. I'll get finger cramp doing next time. But it's all worth it in the end. Need to find Dad's heat gun at some point as well. Fucking hell!
Nice.
This is fucking annoying. Get you over here. This is gonna make brilliant content.
Make it last for life. Niggas on the top floor, we done got too high. We done did much more to make do and get by. I put 10 into myself and I put 50 to the side. I roll 3 up when I wake up, meditate, I'm getting high. I was focused on the statements, you was focused on the vibe. Niggas stagnant, still complacent, they can't keep up with the drive. Told my niggas we be legends for the day we fucking die. I'm in the sky, I'm on a Pegasus. I drop top, feeling heavily. Bitch, this ain't a pigeon, it's a chariot. Playing part of Funkadelic on a Wednesday. Had a couple women with me, they was friendly. Save hoes, hell no, the bitch empty. Save dough, get more, get plenty. Nigga, bitch, man, get the bus of Fenty. While you was getting mad, I was trying to get a Bentley. Been low, been down, been out, still shining like a diamond. Crash a car, get another one tomorrow, like a nigga big timing.
Left, then you kind of kink right and go off out back.
Yeah.
I came at that and it was a bit one line through there because people was obviously cutting the most correct line. And there was a guy in front of me who was a lot slower in the first right.
No,
I passed him already. Good open the place, yeah. I went the clutch in and it just went.
Is that what you?
That's why I was calm when we started.
I need to find my other big melon butt back.
Put me on the mic and I'm the realest one. When you're on the grind, there ain't no time for love. Got all that I want, I still ain't have enough. These motherfuckers act like they want it. Tell me what you know about being hated for trying to make it and shit that you love. Tell me what you know about losing friends cause they couldn't imagine a life without drugs. Tell me what you know about being down but unable to stop cause your head isn't safe. Tell me what you know about being cautious when everyone around you was fake. Tell me what you know about making it up regardless, taking every hit to continue through all the hardship, trying to find the love in it. figuring you've been heartless. Writing every song, trying to get me out the darkness. Fire when I start shit, bitch, it's an arson. Anyone would drive like me, getting car sick. No, I got the scale on the mic, but it's like when that blue check's on the profile as a target. Hell of a game, I feel like I'm Constantine, constantly dodging the flames. With all of them saying, the no way you make it in rapping, you grew up so awkward and lame. I'm top of the chain, the carnival blood I got pumping through every inch of the vein. So put your head down and speak under your breath to yourself when I walk in the room like you're praying. The fuck are you saying? I did the work to get here while the rest of you sit and complain. I see when you hate, you're mad but no, you couldn't do it with less than the things that I faced. You ain't on the same wavelength, no. I've been hacking in the brains, mainframe wrong. Stop till I see the dreams take shape, so don't really make a fucking move till I say go. I know the life that I'm living right now makes guys and yes. I don't do shit on my place and it work, there ain't no option here if it don't manifest. Fuck anybody who gets in the way and the labels who scared of the shit we possess. Hate all you want but no, you're all the ones who gon' watch what I'm doing next. Put me on the mic and I'm the realest one. Back up on the grind, there ain't no
If I call you, I know you gon' pick up. You don't play no games when I need you. You right there, I love it. Book a plane up, it's a long flight. Bit of pesos, I ain't pesos, but I know it's right. I'll find some money in my couch, yeah. Cause you solid, yeah. You solid. I love the way you hold me down. Cause you solid, yeah. You solid. When I need you, I know you around. What would I do if the world kept going but I ain't get you? Probably down bad, no future in my lens. Had me imagining kids in the yard with a view. Knew to always let God do the work for me. Let him be to do his job, then he started coming. Happened slow from where we started, never saw it coming. Cause look at where the fuck we are, baby, really does it. I don't really mean to flex on the rest of the world, but you stayed through the test, you invest in my girl. Hoodie hair up, put some sweat in you, girl. Then the way you feel your dress, putting stress in them girls. That's the way it gotta be sometimes. I'm just glad it's you and I. Hard times come through, I'm fine. I'll make it out because I know that if I call you, I know you gon' pick up. You don't play no games when I need you. You right there, I love it. Book a plane up, it's a long flight. Bit of pesos, I ain't pesos, but I know it's right. I'll find some money in my couch, yeah. Cause you solid, yeah. You solid. I love the way you hold me down. Cause you solid, yeah. You solid. When I need you, I know you. You so dependable, this is incredible. Eyes get perked up at the thought of you next to me. I'm gon' protect the two, ain't no neglecting you. I learned my lesson, move steady and steady. I put all my faith into you, now I'm facing the truth. It's a feeling I don't like to feel. I'm known to break and lose anything stable through all of the problems I keep to myself. Fucked up so many times and you let it go. Understand I've never been good with love, but I give my time and you know I try. And that's the one thing you're looking for. And you know if you ballin' and crying, you call me, I'm sliding, get to you all that I've got in from you and more. Because if I call you, I know you gon' pick up. You don't play no games when I need you. You right there, I love it. Book a plane up, it's a long flight. Bit of pesos, I ain't pesos, but I know it's right. I'll find some money in my couch, yeah. Cause you solid, yeah. You solid. I love the way you hold me down. Cause you solid, yeah.